How are we doing, guys? Moose here, and welcome back to episode number 4 of our Freedom Fighters Road to Glory Ultimate Team Series, where we try to use strictly MLS and U.S. national team players to go from Division 10 all the way to the Division 1 title in FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. We have currently played now 3 episodes, which has led us through 9 games, and we've gone 9-0 so far. We've made an unbeatable run through the first 2 divisions, which means we'll be starting this episode off in Division number 8. It'll be our first game in Division 8, and because we won Division 9 at the end of last episode, we came into this episode with 6 upgrade points that we could use in our upgrading system, which is from non-rare bronze to rare bronze to non-rare silver, non-rare gold to rare gold, with the informs thrown in between in those layers. So if we take a look at what we did with the team from the last episode, the 2 players we have taken out, we've used 3 upgrade points in 2 different positions to make our upgrades for the squad for this episode. We've taken out central midfielder, I think it's Luis Gil from Real Salt Lake. He's come out for inform Darlington Nagbe. It's an unbelievable upgrade. That's 3 upgrade points because we went from rare bronze to inform silver, which would be right above rare silver on our list. So fantastic, unbelievable to bring in Darlington Nagbe. I think he's going to be unbelievable linking up with our strikers because Clark, who we haven't paired alongside, is a little bit more defensive, so he'll be almost the holding midfielder of the midfield duo. And the second upgrade we made was we took out our club top goal scorer, Anthony Jackson Emil. He'll still be on the bench. He's got 12 goals and assists in 9 games, so he'll still be on the bench if we need him, if our strikers aren't doing a job. But we've decided to upgrade him with 3 upgrade points from a non-rare bronze to a rare silver to bring in Gyasi Zardes. Great bit of pace. He's been very, very good for Los Angeles Galaxy over the last couple years. He finally got 19 U.S. international appearances he made last year. He led all players among U.S. national team players. So from the MLS U.S. national team, we're going to get him into the team, and hopefully that means they'll be able to help us do a job and move up through Division 8. The rest of the team's going to remain the same, and let's see who we played in the first game of this episode. Alright, so as we get a look at our opponent's team, we can see it's a BPL team. He's got Ener Valencia up top from West Ham, Balassi and Ibarbo on the wings, Van Ginkel, Lalana, Jack Rodwell in the middle, Luke Shaw, a center back from Fleetwood, I'm not sure of, Akore, Cedric, I believe, and then Simon Mignolet in goal, so it's straight BPL. Alright, so Zardes and Nagbe linking up to start, and we can see that we've gone with the Seattle Sounders white kits to mix up the jerseys. Like I said, we're going to use MLS and U.S. national team jerseys throughout, so that's what we've gone with this episode. Oh, and what a start it is! Inform Nagbe has the ball just come right to his feet. He turns around, pings it in the back of the net, and just like that, it's 1-0. Things are going swimmingly for our new arrivals. Great turn by Nagbe, and it's a simple finish into the top corner. And Quares has to come up big with a save. Wow, what a strike from an angle by Van Ginkel, but we're lucky he takes it off the woodwork. Great ball forward to Zardes. Can he take on Pond? Clark on the... Oh, what a strike. First time. It's a good save by Mignolet. Inform Nagbe strikes it from range. It forces another great save out of Mignolet. We're that close to a second. It looks like the man to take is Villarreal. Up and over the wall. Very close. Oh, it's a penalty, surely. He's taking the man out. Hopefully it's not a booking as well. I'm sure it probably will be. Valencia take it. Come on, Quares. Big save, big save. Oh, he's gone the right way. He just doesn't put his hand up, and just like that, it's 1-1. Off the woodwork again. Our defense is just getting absolutely done for pace right now. And it's 2-1 just like that. They've cut us open. Really lax defending. We're getting beat for pace, no doubt, at the back. Might have to make a change. So halftime, the stats don't make it look as bad as it was. We were outclassed in the second half of the first half. Really struggled. We need to turn it around going forward. Great block. Quaresay, get onto it. And it's 3-1. It's just an absolute shambles at the back here. All he's playing is through balls the whole time. And with Watson Sirbo back there with no pace, we're getting absolutely torn apart. Clark's made a run. Whips it in. It's got to be a goal. Yes, it is. Not even sure who it was. I think it was Shelton with a great finish. Brings us back to 3-2. And we're within striking distance of that equalizer. Clark just takes his time, picks out his man. It's a simple slide from Shelton. Beautiful goal. It's got to be a goal. It's a Spria. We've caught him on the counter attack. 3-3. We found the equalizer. Come on. What a bit of play there. I think it was Shelton who laid a Spria through, and that's a clinical finish. The inform coming up big. Well, here comes Nagby. Dance one man. Dance a second. Oh, he looked for Zardes. Shelton, though, can he hit it? Deflected wide. Nagby on the ball. Got Zardes. Plenty of pace. Just hit it. Oh, he's put it in the top corner. That's why we brought in Zardes. What a finish. 4-3 lead in the 85th minute. That is a stunner from Gyasi Zardes. My word, just look at it. He picks out the top corner, and we're up 4-3. Looking for Zardes at the back post. He puts it just inches wide, but that's a full-time whistle, and we protect our unbeaten record with an unbelievable come-from-behind victory. We looked dead and buried when we were 3-1 down. We've come out of nowhere, and we've collected the victory. Take a look at the performance. Kyrie Shelton, man of the match. He's got a goal. Zardes with a goal. Nagby with a goal. And Espria with a goal. 4 goals from a couple of informs and our strikers as well. It's unbelievable. Assists from Clark, Shelton, and Nagby. What a performance. And right there is confirmation of the victory. 3 points. We're 1 win from 1 with 9 games remaining in the division. Alright, so we had 1 upgrade point from that victory, which means going into the next match, I had to make 1 change, and that would be based on the last performance. Watson Sirbo got torn at the part because, as you can see, 42 pace was just killing us. So we took him out of the lineup. With our 1 upgrade point, went from a rare bronze to a non-rare silver, and that is Seb Hines. You can see he's got 74 pace. That's pretty much one of the main reasons we brought him in. He'll at least be able to compete with the strikers that we'll see in this division. So hopefully he can come in and do a job for us alongside Matt Besler. The rest of the lineup will look to pick up where they left off. And as we take a look at our opponent, Tegan FC, so he's got Lazio boy up front, couple of random center backs and left mid golds in between. It's a pretty mishmash team. The chemistry is really, really low, which hopefully that means we'll have no problem taking them to town. Ramek, hold off Aguirre. He's gotten through. And Quaresay can't make the save. He's been underwhelming in this episode, Quaresay. Not a ton of huge saves, and we're 1-0 down again. Zardes. Oh, he's through. He's got to finish that. Zardes, he's brought down in the box. Finish. No! Villarreal somehow missed. Not going to lie. Pretty embarrassing half. We dominate possession. 64% possession. And yet we have really no good chances to show for it. We seem to get all the way to their 18-yard box and then completely cock it up. So hopefully we can turn things around this second half and leave with a victory. Shelton, got to finish that. He can't even get it with the second header. Kyrie. Can he play Shelton in? It's not a great ball from Zardes. But he's got a Spria. Can lay it back to Gyasi. Can he finish? No. Nagby, we know he's got skill. Can he bang one? Darlington Nagby's gotten us the equalizer in the 81st minute. We found him at the top of the box. He weaved his way in and pings it harder than a 757 rocket can fly. That's an airplane. Beautiful goal. Gyasi the other way. Good cut. Got Clark through. Clark, if he can turn, he can hit one. Clark for the second, and we come out of nowhere. 2-1 on the verge of the 3 points out of nothing. We have got clutch players coming out of everywhere. Clark means clutch. That's his new name. He's just clutch. That's all we're going to call him. What a finish from the midfielder, and just like that, it's a 2-1 lead. And that's the final whistle. 2-1 out of nowhere. Nobody thought it could happen, but we come from behind for our second victory in Division 8. Take a look at the player ranks, and Clutch Clark was the man of the match, no doubt about it. He scored the winner, putting a great performance. Nagby with the other goal, 2 central midfielders coming out clutch, and Niasi, this is the real game changer here, comes on as a substitute and provides both the assists on the 2 goals. What a performance. And there is the confirmation of the victory. So our second win out of 2 games in Division 2 or Division 8, excuse me. And we are the Cardiac Kids. That's twice we've come from behind to snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat. Let's hope we can keep it up. Alright, so for the third and final game of the episode, we had 1 upgrade point to use from the victory in the last game. We decided to use it on our right back, Timmy Chandler. He's a fantastic right back, good pace, he's solid all around, 73 overall. But because he was from the Bundesliga, it was very, very tough for him to find chemistry because the right winger he was linking up with and then the center back he was linking up with, neither of them were American. So he didn't have that nationality link, he didn't have the league link, didn't have the team, anything. So we've decided to bring in an MLS rare silver right back in Raymond Gaddis. He's American. He doesn't link up with either of those boys because of that, but he does have the MLS links to him, so he will at least be on decent chemistry. He's on a 10. The only one not on a 10 is Espria's on a 9, and Nagby's also on a 9. And so with that as our squad, let's take a look now at our opponent, Galaxy FC, who'll be playing. He's got Martial up front, Erickson, David Silva behind, Ashley Young, Aaron Ramsey, Juan Mata, Zabaleta, Winston Reed, Alderweireld, Baba Rahman, and Czech in goal. So it's a full BPL side that we're going to be taking on. Tough rating, tough chemistry. Will be a real true test for us. Zardes, he's played through on a ball from Shelton across the face of Peter Cech, and just like that, Zardes strikes. Clinical finishing. That's something we didn't necessarily see about Jackson Hamil in the last few games he played, so it's paying dividends right now that Zardes comes in, only has to take a single touch to get the ball out of his feet, across the face of goal in the back of the net. Ramsey from range decides to have a pop Aquar say, no problem. Clark, Zardes for his second. It's in the back of the net, but the referee's given a penalty already. That's a shame because it would have been 2-0. I'm pretty upset about it, but Clark does well to win the penalty, and we'll see it. We'll probably give it to Zardes to help him slot away, try and get him on the path for that hat trick. Zardes, it's stopped by Cech. I can't believe it. We win that's a huge 2-goal swing there because we go from us scoring with Zardes to then having to take a penalty just to replicate that goal and it gets saved. Oh, lovely ball movement, Espria. He's come away with it somehow. And he scored! We've gotten it back. What a finish from Espria. He just uses his strength, bosses his way through. Baba Rahman, he's just been made an absolute fool today. Great bit of play from Espria, and it's in the back of the net. 2-0. Come on, Freedom Fighters. Nagby plays Zardes through, and it's 3-0 just like that. That's beautiful, intricate play. We hit him on the counterattack. I thought he might have taken one extra touch, but it's in the back of the net. Peter Cech cannot compete with this MLS talent. They can just take it to him. We're that good. What a pass from Nagby, though. Winston Reed's been shown a straight red card. The guy was getting silly with going in for slide tackles, but I did not think that would be a straight red. Reed's gone through Villanueva and just taking him out. Winston Reed's gone. We're going to play against 10 men. This is going to get hopefully even easier. Actually, no, Shelton he went through the back of. I was mistaken. Oh, he's going to quit. We can tell. We're into the 45th minute. He just took it on a run with Peter Cech, and I think he has to be. There he is. He's gone. 3 out of 3 for victories in this episode. It's been absolutely perfect, and that's a great way to cap it off. It's disappointing we didn't get the hat-trick with Zardes, but we will get an extra bonus point in terms of upgrades because we kept the clean sheet. So we'll have 2 upgrade points going into the next match for the win and the clean sheet. Take a look at the ratings. Zardes was man of the match. A pair of goals. Espria scored as well. Nagby and Shelton with the assist. So a great performance all around. And there it is, confirmation of the victory. We're now 12-0 in this series. Things have been way tougher in this episode, with the exception of this game. Those first 2 matches, we looked down and out, so an incredible turnaround. But we're going to have to keep things up going into the next episode. So we'll have 2 upgrade points to move on from our current team. Let me know in the comments who you think we should be upgrading to as we move on. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you're enjoying this Road to Glory series. If you're an American or an MLS fan, you like seeing these boys get some representation. They're always so underrepresented in terms of the amount of their use. It's good to see them get some use. So leave a like for that. Subscribe to the channel as always. And thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.